Good evening, dear students. Welcome back to Tenali Pathshala. So, in today's class, we are going to discuss about the solution of the second PU chemistry model question paper issued from Karnataka School Examination Assessment Board, the PU board, 2023-24. So, that model question paper we are going to solve in this class, that to chemistry. Yes, let us start with MCQs. In detail, we are going to. Aquatic species are more compatible in cold water rather than in warm water. This is due to why? Because solubility is inversely proportional to temperature. Always remember. So, solubility of a gas increases with decrease in temperature. Therefore, aquatic species are more compatible in cold water. Which of the following cell was used in Apollo space program? It is a hydrogen oxygen fuel cell, guys. Hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. During the electrolysis of aqueous solution of NaCl, the reaction prepared at anode is nothing but at anode chlorine gas is liberated, Cl minus is converted into Cl2 with elimination of electrons. So option C is the correct answer for this question. Order of the reaction is determined by experimental rate expression. Option C is the correct answer. Ionic character decreases in the following. Oxide. Remember, ionic character of the metal oxide depends upon oxidation state of the central metal atom. More is the oxidation state, more is the ionic character. So I have written there for MnO, MnO2 and Mn2O7. These are the three options given to us. So in MnO, oxidation state of manganese is +2. MnO2 oxidation state of manganese is +4. Mn2O7 oxidation state of Mn is +7. So obviously Mn2O7 has highest oxidation state. So Mn2O7 has highest ionic character. So Mn2O7, MnO2, MnO. That should be the order. Option A. I hope you are following. Yes. Talking about the next question. The oxidation state of iron in iron pentacarbonyl means it is a metallic carbonyls. So where always remember the metal have zero oxidation state. Zero, because carbonyl group is a neutral in nature. The gas liberated when primary alcohols react with thionyl chloride. You know, when primary alcohol react with thionyl chloride, that is a Darjan's method of preparation of haloalkane. So when you take ROH plus SOCl2, what you will get? SO2 plus HCl gas is eliminated. Always remember, it is a Darjan's method, guys. Phenol molecule is less stable than phenoxide ion because phenol, if you see the resonance structure of phenol, there is a charge separation, and you know, whenever there is a charge separation which is unstable, so phenol resonance structures have charge separation but not in phenoxide ion. Due to that, phenol molecule is less stable than phenoxide. Glycerol is an example of, remember guys, glycerol is an example of trihydric alcohol because you see the structure, it is having 3 OH group. Right, therefore it is an example for trihydric. Hydric means OH groups, 3 OH groups. Tollens reagent is, already you studied in aldehydes and ketones, it is ammonical solution of silver nitrate. Ammonical silver nitrate solution is called Tollens reagent. Carboxylic acid exists in dimeric form even in vapor phase due to hydrogen bonding. The state of hybridization of orbitals of nitrogen atom in amines is sp3 hybridization. Benzene diazonium chloride reacts with phenol to form para-hydroxyazobenzene in basic medium, guys. What is the medium required here? Basic medium. Thiamine is a chemical name of vitamin B1. Famous one, biomolecules chapter. The nitrogenous base adenine form hydrogen bonding with thymine. Always remember this technique, ATGC. Adenine will bond with thymine, guanine will bond with cytosine. So ATGC you have to remember. So adenine will bond with thymine or thiamine, you can call it as. Yes, this is also from biomolecules chapter. So these are the MCQs. Now we'll talk about the fill in the blanks. So this year somewhat pattern is different, already you know, I think so. The question paper, model question paper is already issued, that only we are solving. Here out 5 fill in the blanks question they will ask, but they will give 6 options. Carefully see here in the brackets. So talking about the first problem, the semi-permeable membrane used in the reverse osmosis is cellulose acetate. Second question, the number of molecules taking part in the elementary reaction is called molecularity. The non-transition metal present in brass is tin. See in the options, you are having zinc also, but they are asking non-transition metal. Non-transition metal means they are not in the D block elements. I hope you are getting. The poisonous gas formed when chloroform is exposed to air and lights, that is a phosgene. Which gas is a poisonous gas explored? That is a phosgene. Solubility of ethylamine in water is due to formation of hydrogen bonding with water. So these are the fill in the blanks, guys. Now we'll talk about the 2 mark questions. How does boiling point of solvent varies when non-volatile solute is dissolved in it? Remember, when non-volatile solute is dissolved in volatile solvent, its vapor pressure decreases. If vapor pressure decreases, boiling point increases, because vapor pressure and boiling points are inversely proportional. When non-volatile solute is added to volatile solvent, the vapor pressure of the solution lowers the vapor pressure of the pure solvent. As a result, boiling point of the solution becomes higher than that of the boiling point of a pure solvent. This is because, you know, vapor pressure and boiling point both are inversely proportional. I hope you followed the meaning of this sentence. Yes. 22nd question. Define order of the reaction. For which order reaction, unit of the rate of the reaction and rate constant is same. The order of the chemical reaction is the sum of powers of concentrations of reactants in the rate law expression. Sum of powers of concentration of reactants in the rate law expression. So rate law expression is an experimental determinate quantity. Remember this point. So I have given that example if you are not getting. So if let us say the example is X mole of capital X is react with Y mole of capital Y, will give product. Then rate law expression is given by rate is equal to K into X to the power X and Y to the power Y. That powers you have to take a sum. X plus Y itself is called order. And for zero order reaction, the unit of rate of the reaction and rate constant is same, because you see X plus Y is equal to 0 means rate is equal to K only we are getting, no? So if rate is equal to K, rate and rate constant both are having same unit for zero order reaction. Always remember. What are chelate ligands? Give an example. Chelate ligands are having more than 2 binding sites. See there, ligands which have more than 2 donor sites, which they form coordinate bond with the central metal and therefore can form a ring-like structure are called chelate ligands. Meaning is the ligands which have more than 2 donor sites and they will form a ring-like structure. They are called chelating ligands. Example is EDTA, better one. You know already, ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid is called EDTA. Structure is also given here. Tetraacetate. Yes. Write a general equation for Finkelstein reaction. Definitely we will get one question, guys, either Finkelstein or Swords. So Finkelstein means alkyl iodides are formed. You have to treat haloalkane with sodium iodide. Yes. Haloalkane with sodium iodide in presence of dry acetone gives alkyl iodide. This is called Finkelstein reaction. And in Finkelstein reaction, what is the role of dry acetone? Dry acetone acts as a solvent because NaI is soluble in acetone, whereas NaCl is not. Thus, according to Le-Chatelain's principle, shifting of equilibrium towards the right as NaCl precipitate out of the reaction mixture. So clearly acetone acts as a solvent. Remember this point. Complete the equation and name the reaction. See there, ketone react with sodium hypohalite. NaOX means sodium hypohalite. You will get sodium acetate with haloform CHX3. CHCl3 chloroform, CHBr3 bromoform. Generally, CHX3 is called haloform. So this reaction is called as haloform reaction, guys. Yes. Name the 2 hormones which regulate the glucose level. You know, insulin and glucagon. Insulin lowers the blood sugar level and glucagon raises the blood sugar level. Now 3 mark question. See, in this year they have just changed the pattern. So you will get 3 mark question from the inorganic chemistry, 3 mark question from the physical chemistry, and 3 mark question from problematic part also. 3 mark questions you will get, 3 parts. So first we'll talk about the inorganic chemistry. Calculate the spin only magnetic moment of M3 plus ion. M means generally they have indicated M indicating metal ion. Okay, so here they have mentioned Z is equal to 24. What is Z? Atomic number. If atomic number is 24, which metal is there? Chromium. Obviously, they are asking for spin only magnetic moment of chromium plus 3. First you have to write the electronic configuration of chromium, then you have to write the electronic configuration of chromium plus 3, then you have to check how many unpaired electrons are present, then formula is square root of n into n plus 2. Just you add it. So you will get, if you write a chromium electronic configuration, argon 3d54s1. So if you 3 plus indicating 3 electrons are removed from it. So just remove 3 electrons, remaining is 3 electron in d orbital. So 3 unpaired electrons you are getting. So n value is 3. N into n plus 2 means 3 into 5. You will get 15. That will be 3.87 bm. Bm means Bohr magneton. That is a unit of magnetic moment. I hope you are getting. Next question. Explain structure of dichromate ion. So just you see, this is the structure already given in the NCERT. Properly you see what is a bond length in chromium. That is a bridged oxygen it is having. Dichromate having 1 bridged oxygen and remaining 6 oxygens are terminal oxygen. Terminal means connected with 1 metal ion. Bridged means connected with 2 metal ion. Right? What is lanthanide contraction? Mention 2 of its consequences. So many times this question is repeated in annual examination, guys. Steady decrease in the atomic and ionic radius along the lanthanide series with increase in atomic number is called lanthanide contraction. So sometimes they will ask consequence, sometimes they will ask causes. So carefully study both. So lanthanide contraction, what are the consequences you will get? Similarity in the atomic size of the element of second and third transition series. The separation of lanthanides in pure state becomes difficult. So these are the 2 consequences you will get from the lanthanide contraction. Write IUPAC name. These questions from coordination chemistry. 2 coordination complex are given to you. You have to write the IUPAC name. If you want in detail video, just comment below, guys. I will try to make a video on IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compound. Right. So it is a pentamine bromido cobalt 3 sulfate, 3 indicating oxidation state of cobalt in this complex. Second one, pentamine sulfato cobalt 3 bromide. So special rules are there for this. If you want a detailed video, definitely you will get 1 question in NEET and KCET also. Right? So but if you want, you comment below, I will make a video. So here you just see A and B, only ions are different. Carefully see. Inside coordination sphere means inside bracket whatever is there, and outside coordination sphere whatever is there, those are only different. So when you put into this water, they will give different ions. So they are exhibiting ionization isomerism because they will give different ions on dissolving in water. Using valence bond theory, geometry, hybridization, magnetic property they are asking. Definitely you will get 1 question in annual exam, guys. So 4 examples are given in the NCERT. Out of 4, definitely you will get 1. So carefully study this one. So if you want in detail video, please comment below. I will make a video on this one also. See, first you have to write oxidation state of cobalt. Here it is +3. Then you have to write configuration and you have to pull the electrons. Here ligand is fluorine. And fluorine is a weak field ligand. So there is no pairing occurs. So pairing doesn't occur means we have to take furthermore orbitals. So 1s, total 6 fluorines are there. So 1s, 3p, 2d. Total 6 orbitals. So hybridization is sp3d2 hybridization you will get, and therefore you will get octahedral geometry, and unpaired electrons are present in 3d orbital, therefore they are paramagnetic in nature. Definitely you will get 1 question in annual examination out of 4 examples. Just you study the NCERT. If you want in detail video for this question, you just comment below. I will try to make it. Draw the energy level diagram for crystal field splitting. So tetrahedral complex, always remember T2 is upper, EZ is lower. And for octahedral, just reverse it. Getting my point? Yes. And relation between delta T and delta naught is delta T is equal to 4/9 delta naught. For this also, if you want in detail video, just comment below. I will try to make a videos on that. Answer any 2 of the following. Each question carries 3 marks. Now 3 mark question from the physical chemistry. Difference between ideal and non-ideal they are asking. You know, ideal obey Raoult's law, non-ideal does not obey Raoult's law. change of enthalpy of mixture is 0, change of value mixing is 0. Here it is not, they are not equal to 0 in non-ideal case. Do not form azeotrophs, ideal solutions. Non-ideal solution form azeotrophs. AB interactions are equal to A and BB, means after forming product also the interactions are equal. Here interactions are not equal. Interaction means talking about the force of attraction between the two molecules, right? So these are the difference between ideal and non-ideal. Very important question this also. State Colrauch's law and write its application. Carefully see, the limiting molar conductivity of an electrolyte can be represented as the sum of individual contributions of anions and cations of the electrolyte. So this is mathematically expression like this. So if you want application, it can be used to determine the limiting molar conductivity of the weak electrolyte, determination of degree of dissociation of weak electrolyte, calculation of dissociation constant Kf of weak electrolyte. So these are the applications of Colrauch's law. Explain experimental determination of conductance of electrolytic solution by using Wheatstone bridge. So just you see, this is a diagram of Wheatstone bridge. You studied in physics also, I think so. So here R2 is a conductivity cell, P is a detector, R3, R4 are the resistors added there, whose resistance is known to us, and R1 is a detector. P is a detector, R1 is a variable resistance. So here O indicates AC power source. So this is the diagram. So explanation, if you see, this is the explanation. Two-step experiment it is. First we have to find out cell constant of the conductivity cell using the formula. Then we have to write the determination of conductance of electrolytic cell. So if you want detailed video, just comment below, I will try to make it. So first you read it. If you are not getting, just comment below guys, I will try to make it. Next question. Derive integrated rate equation for first order gas phase reaction. Carefully see guys, they are not asking for first order reaction, they are asking first order gas phase reaction. So it is not what you are thinking, definitely. So we have to take a gaseous reaction. Consider the gaseous reaction. A give rise to B and C, all are in gas form. Let us say Pi be the initial pressure of the A, Pt is the total pressure of time t. Let us say initially only A is present because B and C are not formed initially. So A's pressure is Pi atmosphere. So at time t, so the pressure becomes Pi minus X. Why sir? Because after some time B and C are also formed, right? So B's pressure is X, C's pressure is X, means A is reduced. A is utilized, then only B and C are formed, right? So we will get Pi minus X. So total pressure will be pressure of A plus pressure of B plus pressure of C. Pi minus X plus X plus X. You will get total pressure is equal to Pt is equal to Pi plus X. So just to calculate X value from that, Pi you take that side, Pt minus Pi. So Pa will be Pi minus X, put the value of X in that equation, you will get 2 Pi minus Pt. And we have, for first order reaction, the equation is K is equal to 2.303 divided by T into log Pi divided by Pa, put the value of Pa. So final expression you will get as a K is equal to 2.303 divided by T into log Pi divided by 2 Pi minus Pt. This is for gas phase reaction. Yes, definitely you will get one derivation for annual examination, either first order or second order. So this is no rarely they are asking for gas phase, but remaining zero order or first order definitely will get. So if you want a video on that also, easy way to write the derivation for first order and zero order, just comment below, I will try to make a video. Yes. Answer any 4 of the following. Each question carries 5 marks. Now 5 mark question only obtained from the organic chemistry. So we'll make quickly because lengthier video is going to be. So first they are asking SN1 mechanism. You know, tertiary butyl bromide means SN1 mechanism. And definitely we'll get either SN1 or SN2 in annual examination, right? So just check it. What are the steps involved? 2 steps are there. First step, carbocation formation. Slowest step, rate determining step. Second step, attack of nucleophile on the carbocation to form a product, tertiary butyl alcohol. So here rate of the reaction depends upon slowest step of the reaction. Therefore our rate is directly proportional to tertiary butyl bromide. Right? Yes. B, stereo center. Remember guys, stereo center or chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon, all are same only. So what is stereo center? A carbon which is attached to 4 different groups or atoms called chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon or stereo center, all are same. For 2,3-dichlorobutane, how many stereo centers are present, how many asymmetric carbons are present, they are asking. So first you have to write the structure of 2,3-dichlorobutane. You will get 2 carbon which are having 4 different groups attached to it, different groups. So those are the stereo center or asymmetric carbon. So 2,3-dichlorobutane contains 2 asymmetric carbon. I have shown with a star mark, see there. Talking about next question, identify ABC in the following reaction, they are asking. See the reaction, A plus H2 palladium give rise to ethanol, which on 443 Kelvin, B 413 Kelvin, C. Remember guys, here reduction of what you will get alcohol, reduction of aldehyde only will get alcohol, right? That to primary alcohol, correct or not? So in alcohol 2 carbons are given, so your aldehyde should contains 2 carbon, so answer A is ethanol or acetaldehyde. A is ethanol, so you will got ethanol. Ethanol on reduction gives ethanol, right? And it is a temperature dependent reaction guys. If you add 443 Kelvin temperature, ethanol will be converted into ethene by dehydration. And if you add 413 Kelvin temperature, 413, then you will get ether. So that is what beauty of this reaction. It is thermodynamically dependent reaction. It is means temperature dependent reaction. So A is ethanol or acetaldehyde, B is ethene, C is ethoxyethane or diethyl ether, you can call it as a. See next question, describe the manufacture of methanol from water gas. So water gas is a mixture of carbon monoxide and H2. So when you under pressure you just heat it, water gas is heated up to 573 Kelvin to 673 Kelvin temperature, you will get methanol. Next question, aromatic hydrocarbon. So the question is given, carefully observe. A on air oxidation gives B, B on acid gives C and D, C on reaction with bromine water gives white precipitate. What are A, B, C, D, they are asking. You know this is nothing but preparation of phenol from cumene guys, right? So cumene on air oxidation gives a cumene hydroperoxide, that is B, just written on the first step. And cumene hydroperoxide on dilute HCl undergo rearrangement, intramolecular rearrangement, and it will give phenol and acetone. This phenol on treating with bromine water gives 2,4,6-tribromophenol, that is white precipitate, right? So A, B, C, D, E are isopropyl benzene, that is cumene hydroperoxide, phenol, acetone, and last one 2,4,6-tribromophenol. I hope you followed this reaction. If you are not getting, comment below, I will make a in detail video. Asymmetric carbon means on either side of the ether you will get different alkyl groups. So I have taken here ethyl methyl ether or methoxyethane, that is an example for unsymmetrical ether. On either side of the oxygen you will get different groups, that is called unsymmetrical. Same groups are there, symmetrical. Yes. When benzaldehyde react with acetophenone in presence of alkali, you will get addition product, which addition product on dehydration gives. So carefully see, the name of the final product is benzyl acetophenone. Name of the final product is benzyl acetophenone. Just you write it, I have forgotten to write the name. Benzyl acetophenone. I hope you followed. Yes. Cross alkyl condensation guys. So explain Rosenmundel's reduction with an example. You know Rosenmund reduction? Just you take acyl chloride and reduce it in presence of palladium supported over barium sulfate. So that itself is called Rosenmundel's reduction. So aldehydes are prepared from the acid chloride in presence of palladium supported over barium sulfate. Just you see, just HCl is eliminated and you will get aldehyde. Right? So this is a Rosenmund reduction. I hope you followed. If you are not getting, just comment below. I will try to make a in detail video again. Alpha hydrogens of aldehydes and ketones are acidic. Give reason. This is because the strong electron withdrawing capacity of carbonyl group and resonance stabilization of conjugate base. Due to that only alpha hydrogen atoms are aldehydes and ketones are acidic in nature, easily removed, right? Grignard reagent X react with carbon dioxide. Just you see Grignard reagent react with carbon dioxide gives addition product. Carefully see, in Grignard reagent always you have to remember there is an alkyl group is negative in Grignard reagent. Alkyl group is negative in Grignard reagent. So that alkyl group is going to attack on carbon dioxide carbon. As a result electrons are transferred to oxygen and additional product you will get. When you go for acid hydrolysis, MgBr is eliminated, H is added. So what you will get finally? you will get carboxylic acid. So they have given ethanoic acid means you should get 2 carbons. To get 2 carbon, already carbon dioxide is having 1 carbon, so we have to take a Grignard reagent containing only 1 carbon. So answer is methyl magnesium bromide we have to take and treat with carbon dioxide, you will get ethanoic acid. If you are not getting, please comment below, I will try to make a in detail video. Between methanoic and ethanoic acid, which is more acidic? Obviously methanoic acid is more acidic because in ethanoic acid, larger the alkyl group, plus I effect is more. So due to more plus I effect, the destabilization of carboxylate ion takes place and acidity decreases. Therefore methanoic acid is more acidic, methanoic is more acidic than ethanoic. Write the chemical name and structure of Hinsenberg reagent. Benzene sulfonyl chloride. So already I have written benzene sulfonyl chloride is called Hinsenberg reagent, and usually tertiary amine do not show this test because in tertiary amine there is no active hydrogens or no replaceable hydrogens to react with Cl, right? Therefore tertiary amine do not give this test. Carbalamine reaction. So just you take primary amines or aromatic amines treated with chloroform and potassium hydroxide, you will get RNC, alkyl isocyanide. That itself is called carbalamine, right? So I've written with the 2 examples, carefully observe there. Important reaction this one also. If you want in detail, just comment below, I will try to make a video. Pentacid of glucose does not react with hydroxylamine. What does it indicates? It indicates, guys, the glucose do not have free aldehyde group. If that is a aldehyde group, it will have been given reaction with hydroxylamine. Getting my point? So it is not giving means it is not having free aldehyde group. Aldehyde group is present, but not it is free. So pentacid of glucose does not react with hydroxylamine because it is not having absence of free aldehyde group. That is the indication. Chemical equation to show that glucose contains 6 carbon and they are straight chain. Yes, you just treat the glucose with HI in presence of red phosphorus, you will get N-hexane. This indicates our reactant have 6 carbons and that all the carbons are connected in straight chain. So if you want in detail video, just comment below. What is deuterion of amino acid? Give its general structure. You know, the dipolar ion of amino acid which neither moves towards anode nor towards cathode under the influence of electric field is called deuterion. Generally deuterion is having a formula, you just take a amino acid only, just transfer the proton from OH group to amine group, that is called deuterion. Name the hormone responsible for hypothyroidism. It is a thyroid hormone, guys. Thyroid hormone is responsible for hypothyroidism. For hyperthyroidism, thyroxine hormone is required, right? Yes. Talking about the 3-mark question, last part of the question paper, that is problematic part. This year they have mentioned particularly problematic part, right? Yes. Solution 2 problems, electrochemistry 2 problems, chemical kinetics 2 problems you will get. Yes, start with the solution. What is given? First you have to write that one. Don't forget to write the given data. Weight of the A is given, weight of liquid A, weight of liquid B, molecular weight of A, molecular weight of B is given. Just you write it with the notations. Vapor pressure of pure liquid B is also given. And P total is also given. Just calculate PA naught and PA they are asking. To calculate that you require mole fraction. To calculate mole fraction you require number of moles. So first you calculate Na and Nb. Number of moles of A, number of moles of B. How to calculate number of moles? Given weight divided by molecular weight. Suppose you want Na, Wa divided by Ma. So if you want in detail video for problematic part of solution, just comment below. I will make a video for solution and I will solve so many questions, different types. Definitely will get an annual exam, right? Yes. So just put in the equation, you will get PA and PB. Once you got PA, you can easily calculate PA naught by using the Raoult's law. PA is equal to PA naught into XA. PA naught is equal to PA divided by XA. Just put the values, you will get 280.7 torr. Torr is the unit of pressure, right? So PA naught means vapor pressure of pure liquid A. And PA is partial pressure of A in solution. Both are different, right? Yes. Second question. So TB naught means boiling point of pure solvent is given, boiling point of solution is given, Kb is given. They are asking molecular weight of solute. Formula is Kb into Wb into 1000 divided by delta Tb into Wa. Just substitute the values, you will get 58 gram per mole. 46. So here electrochemistry question it is. Carefully see, magnesium converted into magnesium 2 plus. They have given in bracket Q. What is the meaning of Q? Q is a concentration of magnesium they are asking. See the question, while calculate the value of Q means concentration of magnesium they are asking, right? So you have to use the Nernst equation. Yes, just first you have to calculate number of electrons involved. Here you will get 2 electrons involved to balance the equation. So just you calculate E naught of the cell. E cell is equal to E naught of the cell minus 0.059 divided by N into log molar concentration of product divided by molar concentration of reactant you will usually take, right? So that we want concentration of Mg plus 2 only denoted by Q. So just remaining, just to calculate, you will get log Q is equal to 9.0169 you will get. So just you take log that side, you will get e to the power, right? So Q is equal to e to the power you will get. So answer is 8.241 into 10 power 3 you will get. So many YouTube channels they have solved that Q with a reaction quotient. 100% wrong, guys. They are not asking reaction quotient, they are asking concentration of magnesium plus 2, right? So this is the correct answer. The resistance is given. They are asking conductivity, resistance, area of cross section, length. They are asking conductivity denoted by kappa. It is not K, it is kappa, right? So kappa is equal to L by A into 1 by R. Just put the values, you will get the answer as 1.239 10 power minus 3 Simon per centimeter is the conductivity you will get, right? Yes. First order reaction half life period is given. Calculate the time required they are asking. So you calculate K value using first order reaction. T half is given, half life period 120 minutes, and for first order reaction half life period is equal to 0.693 divided by K. You want K, you take K that side, T half that side, you will get the value of K. Once you got the value of K means put in the equation K is equal to 2.303 divided by T into log R naught divided by R. So R naught divided by R is already known to us, that is 10. How you got 10? So initially it was 100 divided by 90% over means 100 minus 90 means 10 you will get. 100 divided by 10 means 10. Log 10 value is 1. So time required you will get as a 398.79 minutes or 6.646 hours also. So you can write in minutes or hours. Both are correct. Last question of this model question paper. Rate constant is given. They're asking activation energy. So K1, K2 are given, T1, T2 are given, R is given. So they're asking for activation energy. This is the formula. Log K2 by K1 is equal to EA divided by 2.303 R T2 minus T1 divided by T1 T2. So just to substitute the values, you will get EA is equal to 55.327 kilojoule activation energy. So if you got any doubts in this model question paper, you can comment below, guys, and in which concept you want the video, that also just you comment below. If you want a mathematics solution for the model question paper also, just you comment below, first PU, second PU, whatever. Yes, thanks for watching. Please share the video among your friends so that every student can get a benefit of it. Thanks for watching. Thank you.